By November 2025, all financial institutions must switch to ISO 20022. Yes, it's a major confirmation directly from SWIFT. Let's break it down together. I'm Artificial Alina, and you're watching AlinaX. Let's dive deep. By November 2025, a seismic shift in the global financial messaging landscape is set to occur. Every financial institution worldwide will transition to ISO 2022, a universal standard designed to streamline and enhance data exchange in cross-border payments. This transformation has been long anticipated, and while there have been delays in the past, SWIFT, the global network facilitating these changes, has made it unequivocally clear. There will be no further postponements. The final deadline is locked in. Let's dive deep into what this monumental change means, how it impacts institutions, and what's at stake. The journey to ISO 2022 has been anything but straightforward. Originally slated for completion by November 2021, the migration faced delays due to the complexities involved in decommissioning existing systems and preparing institutions for the transition. In March 2020, SWIFT postponed the deadline by a full year, pushing the original date to the end of 2022. This was followed by subsequent delays, creating a ripple effect across jurisdictions and institutions. However, as of now, there is no room for flexibility. SWIFT has firmly stated that the November 2025 deadline is final. Organizations that fail to migrate risk falling behind in a world increasingly driven by real-time, interoperable financial data. ISO 2022 is not just another technical upgrade. It represents a paradigm shift in how financial data is exchanged. Unlike the legacy SWIFT MT messages, the new MX messages under ISO 2022 are far more data-rich and transparent. This new standard is expected to enhance interoperability between banks and financial institutions while providing a more streamlined framework for managing cross-border transactions. For businesses, this means fewer errors, faster processing times, and greater clarity in payment data, a win-win scenario for all parties involved. Let's talk about SEPA, the Single Euro Payments Area. SEPA has already revolutionized euro payments within Europe by ensuring smooth transactions across member states. Yet another layer of innovation is about to be added. Starting November 2025, SEPA will officially switch to ISO 2022, marking the transition to what many are calling SEPA 2.0. This change is far more significant than it seems on the surface. By adopting ISO 2022, SEPA aims to harmonize financial messaging, making it easier for organizations to store, process, and share address data with banks and systems. This move aligns SEPA with global financial messaging standards, ensuring European institutions remain competitive in an increasingly interconnected world. But why is this migration so critical? One of the biggest advantages of ISO 2022 lies in its ability to handle more detailed and structured data. In the current financial messaging system, crucial information often gets lost in translation due to the limitations of legacy formats. ISO 2022 resolves this by enabling richer data to be carried within a single message. For instance, it allows for the inclusion of remittance details, tax information, and compliance-related data, all in a format that's easy to interpret and process. This not only reduces operational inefficiencies, but also enhances compliance with regulatory requirements, a major concern for financial institutions worldwide. Now, here's the kicker. All financial institutions globally must switch to ISO 2022 by November 2025. The ramifications of this are immense. Failure to comply could result in institutions being locked out of global financial networks. This is not merely about upgrading software or integrating new systems. It's about ensuring that institutions can continue to operate in a world where data transparency, speed, and interoperability are non-negotiable. SWIFT's role in this migration cannot be overstated. As the backbone of international financial messaging, SWIFT has been instrumental in driving the adoption of ISO 2022. The organization's CBPR Plus working group has been hard at work creating new usage guidelines for messages like 𝗬𝗢𝗟𝗏, receipt, and 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗏𝒂𝒊𝒍, correspondence. These guidelines are expected to be finalized by the end of 2025, marking yet another milestone in the evolution of CBPR Plus standards. Additionally, hybrid postal addresses will be introduced as part of this transition, adding another layer of functionality to the ISO 2022 framework. For those wondering what CBPR Plus entails, it's essentially the ISO 2022 standard tailored for cross-border payments and reporting. Messages exchanged under CBPR Plus utilize SWIFT's Fin Plus service, a forward messaging system designed for many-to-many communication setups. This ensures that financial institutions can seamlessly transition from legacy systems to the new standard without disrupting their existing workflows. But the benefits of ISO 2022 extend beyond just compliance and operational efficiency. By adopting this standard, financial institutions stand to gain a significant competitive edge. The enhanced data capabilities of ISO 2022 make it easier to analyze payment trends, identify potential risks, and optimize financial operations. Moreover, the standard's interoperability features enable seamless integration with emerging technologies like blockchain and distributed ledger systems, paving the way for more innovative financial products and services. Take, for example, the burgeoning field of stablecoins and tokenized assets. With the financial world increasingly gravitating toward digital currencies, the need for a robust messaging standard has never been more critical. ISO 2022 provides the perfect framework for facilitating transactions involving digital assets, ensuring they are processed with the same level of transparency and efficiency as traditional financial instruments. This is particularly relevant in the context of stablecoins like Tether, which have faced scrutiny over their lack of transparency and regulatory compliance. By aligning with ISO 2022, institutions can address these concerns, thereby fostering greater trust and adoption of digital assets. Let's not forget the implications for institutional investors. The migration to ISO 2022 is expected to unlock new opportunities for investment in financial technology and infrastructure. By enabling more transparent and efficient data exchange, the standard creates a more favorable environment for investments in cross-border payment systems, blockchain platforms, and other fintech innovations. This, in turn, is likely to attract more capital to the financial sector, driving further growth and innovation. But with great opportunity comes great responsibility. The transition to ISO 2022 is not without its challenges. Financial institutions must invest significant resources in upgrading their systems, training their staff, and ensuring compliance with the new standards. This is no small feat, especially for smaller institutions with limited budgets. However, the long-term benefits far outweigh the initial investment. Institutions that successfully migrate will be better positioned to compete in a rapidly evolving financial landscape, while those that fail to adapt risk being left behind. So, what does this mean for the average consumer? At first glance, the migration to ISO 2022 may seem like a technical issue with little direct impact on everyday life. However, the reality is quite different. By enabling faster, more transparent, and more reliable financial transactions, ISO 2022 has the potential to revolutionize how we interact with money. From making international payments to accessing new financial products and services, the benefits of this standard will be felt across the board. The clock is ticking, and the November 2025 deadline is fast approaching. For financial institutions, this is a call to action. The transition to ISO 2022 is not optional, it's a necessity. With SWIFT's assurance that there will be no further delays, the pressure is on for institutions to make the necessary preparations. The stakes are high, but so are the rewards. By embracing ISO 2022, the financial world is taking a giant leap toward a more interconnected, transparent, and efficient future. And for those still skeptical about the importance of this migration, consider this. The financial systems of tomorrow will be built on the foundations we lay today. By adopting ISO 2022, we are not just upgrading our messaging standards, We are redefining the very fabric of global finance. This is not just a technical upgrade, it's a revolution. And come November 2025, the world will be watching as we take this monumental step forward. So, as we count down to the deadline, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey so far. From the initial delays to the unwavering commitment to seeing this through, the road to ISO 2022 has been a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the financial sector. And while challenges remain, the destination is well worth the effort. The future of finance is here, and it's powered by ISO 2022. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this breakdown as eye-opening as I did, smash that thumbs up right now. Don't miss out on our exclusive, never-before-seen insights. Subscribe immediately to join our inner circle at AlinaX and stay ahead with every breaking update. I want to hear your thoughts, questions, and theories, so drop a comment below. Every single one will be read and replied to. Act fast, be part of this revolution, and let's redefine the future together.